Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so sorry I've been away for so long. I started a new job and I've been super busy with that. But I finally got this journal finished, somewhat finished. It's basically going to be you create your own journal with a few things here and there that I put in myself, but you are going to receive with this journal, it's a faith journal. You're also going to receive a pack. So I will show you the pack later, but first let's get into the journal. So it is 7.5 by 4.5, so it's about the size of your hand. I slow stitched the spine here. Beautiful antique lace. I did all this hand stitching, the French knots. Over here I did some French knots. Beautiful lace. That's a mother of pearl button that is antique. I did some pretty flowers here. I put some more French knots. This is bark cloth, vintage, very old French fabric here with some seed stitching in a French laundry label. French fabric here, French fabric, and yeah, it has 5 signatures. I took 2 antique book covers and I joined it with the spine. The spine is a semi-hard spine. There is some give in there, but for the most part it is hard. And there is 11 pages and 5 signatures. So it sits nice and flat, which is awesome. Here is the first page, and here is the first prayer card. So I would suggest going on French Translate and translating the sayings. They're very beautiful. $19.10 French. This beautiful I printed onto some tracing paper. The kits I used are from various creators. I will list them below, but this is sample, and for the majority are Rachel from Roxy Creations. Some gorgeous antique paper. It's a very cheerful, bright, loving journal. I hope this makes somebody very happy. I did a flip up pocket. I collaged some very old papers. I dyed some tape with alcohol inks to make the vintage tape. In there I have a prayer card and another prayer card with space to journal on the back. Is there anything else in there? No, I think that's it. And it flips open like so. This is straw paper, French manuscript. Here is a beautiful journal card that I made of Mary, I believe, or Saint Anne, I cannot remember. I think it's Mary. 1937 page here. Here is the center of the signature. Look at that gorgeous paper. Lots of beautiful spaces to journal. This other side, you can paint on these antique papers. You can paint on them because of the content of the paper. It's cotton rag. Another prayer card. And that just goes so well with that page. Here is a piece of vintage ephemera, Italian. Just beautiful. I was going to put it as a pocket somewhere, but I thought I'd let you do that. Look at these beautiful papers. They're so inspiring. I love Roxy Creations journal kits. The other side of that sample digital, and here's the other side of that gorgeous tracing paper, Rachel Roxy Creation digital. I love how she put the doily there. Mary. hope somebody will love this journal. So I really wanted to incorporate the sand pool kit into a journal that I made, but I had to find the right papers to go with it. So it took me so long, days, I'm telling you days, to choose which papers would go here and how they would coordinate with these papers. So I put a lot of thought and effort into this journal. It was really hard to let it go, but I will be very grateful if somebody decides to take this one home, and I hope that it will inspire you and you can get some love and comfort from a beautiful handmade journal. That is from 1931, I believe. Some gorgeous antique cotton rag paper. I don't know if you know what cotton rag paper is, but back in the early, like before 1820, they made paper out of old cotton rags. This is a very old French ledger from the 1800s, and this is authentic. Just look at the beautiful writing, and I love this because there's space for you to journal. This beautiful tag that I made, and authentic ledger on the back. Coffee dyed paper flipped out. This beautiful image of a prayer card and coffee dyed paper on the back. I believe that went really well in that spread. I love the color of this antique ephemera here. And I was going to put this as a tuck, but I decided that you could be the person to choose whether or not you would use it as a tuck or if you would use it as a prayer card. So I lined the back and then I just left it there for you because it would look really pretty as a tuck, but I didn't want to choose. I want you to choose because it's your journal. 1870 and 1873 is when that French paper is from. This looked really gorgeous right here. Beautiful image of Jesus, so pretty. $1933, and look how pretty that looks together, you guys. That beautiful cross image and this one. This is the start of the third signature. That beautiful image and this beautiful French ticking image. And right here I used one of my most favorite book pages. I also gave a spread to you, but this is from the early 1803, and just look at the texture of this paper. It's just exquisite. It's beautiful. And I folded it this way and I made it into a page, and I'll show you on the other side how I connected it to make it a page so it would fit, and it fit perfectly. I was so happy about that. Here is a very old authentic French declaration, it looks like. Space for you to journal. I hope you guys can see good. This beautiful, my favorite antique music paper. I put one in every journal. And here is a tag that I made. I just collaged the papers, some authentic stamps. I thought that went really well together. And on the back is some authentic antique paper. Middle of the third signature. Okay, so this I believe was in here. Yes, so it wasn't here, but I tried to film this video a couple times. Put this beautiful prayer card, and it is lined with ledger, and I had it in this super cute little envelope that I got from Tailor Made Journals. That's a digital. And in here I have this beautiful journal card that I created. Just collaged it with some real authentic antique paper. And I collaged it, and I really like how that turned out. I thought that turned out very beautiful. And I lined it with some straw paper, which I got from Rachel. And I also threw some of that into the kit for you, because you're going to get a kit with the journal. Here, let me put this in the back. And for the pocket, I just did that beautiful image. You could add extensions to pages. So you could put a page here and then you'd have a flip out. I did lots of folding of pages for you, so you might be able to do that. This is one of my favorite vintage floral books. Let me know if you want the title of that book. The other side of that French declaration, lots of places to journal. And here's how I attached that beautiful old signature spread into here. I just glued it to some ledger. So I'll show you, it pulls out. I glued it here, and then I hinged it here, and then I hinged this with some beautiful antique lace. Isn't that pretty? So you would flip it, and then you could flip it like this, and then you could flip it like this, and there's lots of places to journal. So I just hinged it with the lace. I thought that was really cute. I love how these two pages look together. The start of the fourth signature. So there's lots of, you can do anything on the front of these signatures. You could put pockets, you could decorate them. Possibilities are endless. This is some very old 1800s, early 1800s Latin book. Sample, Rachel, Roxy Creations. A beautiful, authentic French manuscript. Place to journal. I love vintage illustration, so I threw this one in here. Very old. Look at the paper. This is Latin from the 17 or 1600s. This one, 1600s. Another journal card. Thought that went really pretty with this paper. 1939 ledger, and this is the center of the fourth signature. I'll just show you the pocket. This is a real stamp, and I just collaged the other parts there. I added a tag. So I like using authentic book pages because it just gives it more texture. And I stamped this out of an antique book page, this label, and I put that there for you. Coffee dyed paper in the back. And another cute little envelope with a cute little prayer card in there for you. Coffee dyed paper. I love the bright colors. Here is a page extension. I like how that turned out. Another beautiful vintage illustration digital. That's from the graphics fairy, same with the other one. This beautiful image of Mary. I loved how the background paper really brings out the colors. This background paper. Like you can kind of, it looks like it's gold. It's beautiful. Probably was gold in real life. I believe it's an old painting. The other side of the manuscript. This beautiful prayer card that I made. Just love illustrations. I'm really getting into learning how to illustrate with my art supplies, my watercolors and stuff. And here's the last signature. That beautiful spread together, that those birds and this beautiful image here. It's so beautiful. Sample. And here I made a full page pocket. And this is vellum. So you can put a family photo in there and you'd be able to see it. Here is some more authentic paper. That's why if you make a tag, the authentic paper just adds so much texture to it. It's just so pretty. And there's lots of antique book pages in there for you to make your own. And some more straw paper in the back. French manuscript here. It's very nicely embossed there with the beautiful stamp. 1927 ephemera. I loved how I did this. I just took a ticket and a border, and I just folded it around to give it some interest here. I really like how that turned out. 1939, this is ephemera. as a page. Here is a beautiful envelope from Handmade Bloom, and in there I have this beautiful prayer card with the beautiful illustrations. And I just love the colors of this spread, like this, it just goes together so well. Here is another beautiful prayer card. Just love, love, love the images. Some vintage ledger. I hope you guys are doing well. It's still super cold here in Saskatchewan. I'm going to Cuba in 27 days, so I'm super excited about that. There's the back. I've never left Canada before, so it's going to be very exciting. I love how this one is like see-through and there's some texture, but you could still write on it. You could even put paper on it to secure it more if you wanted to, but it's in there very well. Beautiful angel image. And that is the end of the book. And then I put this collaged envelope in there for you. You can use it as a flip pocket, like for instance. You could glue it right here and then it would be in there. And you glue it like that. You could also take some of the lace that I'm giving you and take some of the lace like this, glue it and glue it here, and it would flip with the lace. And you could even do that for the back. Look at this antique lace I'm giving you. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, so that's the floating pocket. And in there I have another beautiful journal prayer card. And yeah, Google what it says. It's so beautiful. I didn't want to write on the back of, I was going to write like what it said, but it's your journal. I don't want to write in there. It's yours. I will give you, I will be making a tag with a handwritten note from me. That's what I do for every journal. And that is the journal. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so let me just keep this kind of in view here and just show you what is going to be included with your journal. So included with your journal, I am going to give you a hand-stitched pocket. It's made out of vintage linen, and I hand-stitched this myself. And you can actually, I put this in journals before. I've actually put it in a journal. You don't have to put it in this one, but I have put it in a journal before as a pocket, and it was really cute. And then I thought maybe, I don't know if you stitch or not, but you might want to add some laces to the pocket. So I got you some antique laces in here. So let me just show you. So here is the pocket. And in the pocket, I gave you some tatting, pieces of doily, some very old lace. There might be some age spots on some of the lace, so I just warn you. Some beautiful old lace, more tatting, this piece of very antique lace here, this pretty lace, and then I gave you a very old yo-yo, some more antique lace. This one's really pretty because it looks like it's a clover. There, another doily, some more laces. So they're about the size of my hand. So there's this one, this one, this one. Some beautiful cotton, pieces of cotton. There's some really soft net lace. This beautiful old crochet lace. And then there is this piece of fabric because I almost made this the pocket. So I thought I would throw it in there for you because of how pretty the edging is. This is old feed sack fabric. And I almost made this a pocket. And then I was going to say, put a yo-yo, pieces of laces, right? and I was gonna stitch them together, but I thought I would let you do that if you wanted to do that. So I included that in there with you. And then I also gave you a piece of a doily because of this really pretty flower. You can cut that off and put it on the pocket or anywhere. You could put that little flower on the top of a journal card, pieces of doily. It's really pretty. So those are all going to come with you, and I'll put the little laces inside the pocket. And then I gave you, I was going to put these in the journal, but I decided not to use them. But I have them here for you in case you wanted to use them. You just need to back them. Okay? And this one's already backed, and it's a nice large one. So that's for you. And then there's postcard, very old papers, rag papers. They're all cotton rag papers. Old French envelope. So these are all antique cotton rag paper, all of them. Ledger, really pretty coffee dyed sandwich bag, the Latin book or Latin page, and like some of these have, let me just show you, some of them have like these wood cut things on them, like just beautiful. Here's a part of that old French ledger from the 1800s. I gave you a floral book page, French check, a very old see-through that you could like collage with it, some very old vintage wallpaper. You could you know, make them into tabs. You could collage with this. It's just so textural and it matches the journal so much. And then I have some 1921 documents you can collage with this, and some straw paper and some ledger from 1931. I gave you a couple sheets of these, and then some ledger from 1910 and a blank ledger. So that will all be yours with the journal. So I will have this journal posted for sale on my Etsy today sometime. So just check on Etsy if you don't see it up there yet. Just be patient with me. It will be up there by midnight my time, latest, very latest, but I'm sure it's just going to be up there within about, I don't know, maybe 2-3 hours. And it is 1:30 Saskatchewan time in Canada. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. So give me about dinner time. This journal with all of these together will be up for sale on my Etsy. Link is in my my Instagram, or there's also information in the description. Okay, thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I hope you guys watched the whole thing. If you guys have watched the whole video, please put a heart in the comments, and then I will know you are a real one. Thank you so much. Bye bye.